EA is reportedly hitting the brakes on the Need for Speed franchise. Summer Games Done Quick raised $2.4 million for Doctors Without Borders. And a Switch 2 user warned about an accidental ban after playing pre-owned game cards. It's Monday, July 14th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. The Need for Speed franchise could be making its last laps, at least for the time being. Matthew Everingham, a photographer who frequently contributed to car culture website Speed Hunters, said in social media posts that Electronic Arts has shelved Need for Speed and is quietly parking the series. Speed Hunters, which was funded by EA and was last updated in April of this year, will also reportedly cease operations for now. EA has not released an official statement on the fate of the Need for Speed franchise, but several internal decisions point to an uncertain future. Earlier this month, the publisher announced that it would shut down online servers for the cult classic Need for Speed Rivals on October 7th. Before that, the developer behind Need for Speed, Criterion Games, shifted most of its employees to focus on the Battlefield franchise, leaving only a core group to continue working on the racing series in 2023. However, Battlefield head Vince Zampella told Eurogamer earlier this year that the rest of that Need for Speed team would be joining their colleagues working on Battlefield. The long-standing franchise dates back to 1994, when the first title, the Need for Speed, was released on the original PlayStation and Sega Saturn consoles. Since then, the series has pumped out more than 20 games, with the most recent being Need for Speed Unbound. Released in December 2022, the latest title in the franchise is currently sitting at a mixed rating, with more than 40,000 reviews on Steam. Another week-long, round-the-clock spree of speedrunning video games has come to a close, with Summer Games Done Quick raising nearly $2.5 million for Doctors Without Borders. Held in Minneapolis, the event saw 37,000 donations, with the highest contribution being a solo $61,200 donation. This year, 2,600 in-person attendees got to experience a hectic relay race, pitting two teams of four against each other to complete a Super Mario Maker 2 level and a full playthrough of Donkey Kong Jungle Beat in less than an hour, while using one of the most unique controllers ever made, the DK Bongos. The crowd is just as important during these speedruns, and that proved true with a particularly electric crowd during the AEW Fight Night Forever run that finished in around 40 minutes. Now, if you didn't happen to catch it live, Games Done Quick's Twitch channel has every run archived so you can relive the fun. The organization's next event, Flame Fatales, will feature an all-women and femmes speedrunning showcase from September 7th to 14th. After that, Games Done Quick will launch its brand new Games Done Queer event from October 31st to November 2nd. You might have to be extra careful who you buy your used Nintendo Switch game cards from if you do not want to get mistakenly banned. A Nintendo Switch 2 owner posted on Reddit that they got banned after downloading patches for a few Switch game cards that were bought off Facebook Marketplace. The Reddit user said they inserted each game into their Switch 2 to patch, but found out that their online services were restricted the day after. The Switch 2 user contacted Nintendo support and discovered they were banned, but provided proof of purchase and was unbanned shortly after. The Redditor said that the whole process was painless and fluid, but this reactionary banning protocol may be an alarming precedent for anyone looking to save a few dollars by buying used games. To understand why this happened, it's important to note that Nintendo attaches unique codes to its Switch game cartridges to prevent piracy. However, bad actors can copy games onto a third-party device, like the MiG Flash, and then resell the physical game card. Once Nintendo detects two instances of its unique code being online at the same time, it will ban any accounts using it. Anyone pirating Nintendo's software understands this is a potential consequence, but it would come as an annoying surprise to oblivious secondhand buyers. After proving they bought the Switch games, the Redditor said that they were told the cartridges were fine and even able to be resold. This anti-piracy policy is not new. Nintendo has long had a reputation for fiercely combating any type of piracy, but it has become relevant again thanks to the recently released Switch 2, which offers backwards compatibility with original Switch titles. The company even recently amended its user agreement to allow itself the power to brick a Nintendo Switch that's caught running pirated games or mods. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism exclusively from Jackson Chen and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer by me, Steve White. Enjoy your day, and I'll be back tomorrow morning with more tech news from Engadget.